All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Always fun to dive deep.
That's right. And today, we're going to be tackling fat.
Ooh, fat.
We all eat it.
We do all eat fat.
That's
That's very true.
And I think there's some misconceptions out there
Absolutely.
about what fat is. So we're going to be looking at a YouTube video,
Okay, cool.
and it is called Two Misconceptions
Yeah.
about fat for the channel. Metabolism made easy.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, and I think we're really going to bust some myths today.
I think so too.
So let's jump right in.
Let's do it.
So the first misconception that we're going to talk about
Okay.
is that people think that fat and cholesterol are like
Yeah.
interchangeable terms,
Right.
but they're not the same thing, are they?
They are definitely not the same thing.
Okay.
Cholesterol actually makes up a very small portion of our dietary fat intake, less than 10%.
Less than 10%.
Less than 10%. So like imagine a pie chart
Okay.
of dietary fat, and cholesterol is just a tiny sliver.
Wow, that's really small.
Yeah, it's very small. The main ingredient, the big chunk of that pie, is something called triglycerides.
Triglyceride.
Triglycerides, okay?
Yeah, and they make up about 90% of our dietary fat intake.
90%. So if 10% is that other stuff and 90% is that, what's the other 10%?
Right, so we've got triglycerides, and then the remaining 10% is a mix of other things.
All right.
We've got fatty acids, which are kind of like the building blocks of fats,
Okay.
and then we have phospholipids.
Phospholipids.
Phospholipids, which help to build our cell membranes. They're like the scaffolding of our cells.
Okay.
And then there are glycolipids, which are involved in cell signaling. And we even have lipid vitamins.
Oh, wow. There's more to fat than I realized.
Yeah, there's a whole variety of different types of fat.
It's not just like one big bad thing.
Right. It's a lot more complex than that.
So we've busted the myth that fat equals cholesterol.
Yeah, we've definitely cleared that up.
But there's another misconception that we need to tackle.
But there's more. And that is that all fats are created equal.
Ah, yes.
So just like how there's good and bad cholesterol, are there good and bad fats?
Yes, exactly. We categorize dietary fats based on their chemical structure, and this impacts how our bodies process them.
So it's not just as simple as fat is bad.
Nope.
There are different types of fat that can affect our bodies in different ways.
Exactly, and that's important to keep in mind when you're thinking about your diet.
This deep dive has really been eye-opening.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It is. I had no idea how complex fat really is.
It's a whole world in there.
Well, listeners, I want you to think about those triglycerides, those little bundles of energy.
Yeah, think about it.
Are you eating the right kinds of fat?
That's the question.
Something to chew on.
Literally.
And remember, knowledge is power when it comes to nutrition.
Absolutely. Keep learning, keep questioning, and keep exploring.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you later.